3, 2, 1.
It's the Puff and Steph podcast.
Puff and Steph back for another day of fun. Hey, Steph, what's up?
Hey, happy Wednesday. I don't even know what day it is.
Wednesday. Tis Wednesday, everyone. Yes, it's Wednesday. Thanks for hanging out with us. We appreciate you being here no matter how you listen or watch. Thank you for doing either. Today's show brought to you by Freisinger Hyundai, right on the price, right on the pike. 2020 Elantras, Sonatas, Konas, and Santa Fe, 0% APR when you go through Hyundai Motor Financing. Freisinger Hyundai, they'll take people with good credit, bad credit, any credit situation. Freisinger Hyundai is there for you to put you into a brand new Hyundai. So check them out on the Carlisle Pike. Steph, we start our weeks off, or our Wednesdays off, with a would you rather question. Today is a very interesting one. I went to my favorite magazine, Cosmo, to find it.
Your fate. You read that all the time.
This is where I got this. Would you rather be able to do the perfect smoky eye or the perfect contour? I'm serious. Like that's really a would you rather from them.
Oh my gosh. I can't do either. What does that mean for me?
Mine's smoky eye.
Am I not allowed to read their magazine
No, it's would
anymore?
you rather be able to. So which one do you want?
Oh my gosh. Obviously smoky eye.
Yeah, me too. Okay, then let's go on to the one I actually picked. I'm sorry. I swear to God, I looked at Cosmo and I was like, maybe Cosmo will have some cool ones I never thought of, and they all suck. They're like smoky eye or contour. I'm like, okay, Cosmo. All right.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, no thanks.
Okay. Would you rather have your debt forgiven or have guaranteed good health for a decade?
Oh, debt forgiven. Because not that I don't care about my health, but like I've been pretty healthy, fingers crossed, So I think debt forgiven because I got a lot of that going on.
Right. And you still are at a point in your life in your 20s where, knock on wood, you don't have any major health issues.
Right.
I'm going the same with me. I'm going debt forgiven for me too. Could you imagine, Steph, just think about what you worry about in life, okay? And now think of being at zero. Think about, right now, you and me and millions of other people, we're in the negatives. Just we don't even have to be in the green or the black. Just stick me at zero and I'll be like ecstatic.
Oh my gosh, I cannot even imagine not having to worry about student loan payments. I mean,
Right.
That stresses me out every single day. It runs through my mind. And to think about being able to make money and actually like save it, like what?
Wait, what do you like?
That's exciting.
What do you like? Can you do that again?
What?
What? Yes. Yeah, so Steph and I are both all about debt forgiven. What do you guys think? Let us know in the comment section. Everyone has a different situation. So if some people, I know people who've had some bad health issues over the last few years. I'm sure they would much rather take the good health for 10 years. It all depends on what's important to you and what your priorities are. Steph and myself, we're like, can you take away our student loan, please?
Yeah, that would be amazing. I'm literally going to be paying my student loans off until I'm probably in my 50s. And that's with commuting for 2 years, which saved me a ton of money. But still, I just, not having that payment every month, I think I would cry.
At least you finished. At least you have a degree. I have student loans and no degree. So that's like paying for a car I don't even have.
Right, that is frustrating.
I have car payments. What kind of car do you have? I don't have a car. But you have car payments. I know, but I don't have a car. That's what it feels like having student loan payments when you don't have a degree. So yeah, answer that question in the comment section. A little bit later in the show, Steph has a surprise for everyone. I can't tell you what it is. It's gonna have. Why are you so excited about this?
Because I think it's gonna be really funny.
Okay, cool. And you never answered or talked about a question. Speaking of that, I texted you something and you never responded to it this past weekend, talking about this thing. So we're gonna mention that a little bit later. A new survey about food and dining asked a bunch of adults these questions. 22% of adults will only consider a relationship with someone who shares their taste in food. What do you think about that?
I think that's being a little bit too particular. I mean, I think we talked about this not too long ago, actually. And I'm not trying to like insult anybody, but like, I don't think I could date a vegan or a vegetarian just because eating to me is like so exciting. It's like the best. And it's something, and it's something that you want to do with your significant other. So I'd like to be like somewhat on the same page. But if like they like Mexican more and I like Italian more, I'm not going to be like, screw you, bye. You know.
Bye. I'm gonna go hang out with my breadsticks, not you. 14% said they would end a new relationship if the other person likes completely different menu items than they do. Again, that's kind of the same situation we just talked about. You want to talk about it's so hard to find love, and then you read stuff like this where people are like, oh my god, they didn't want the chicken or the spinach artichoke dip. Bye, boy.
Right. Like, you can't be that picky. That's why you're single for some people.
They're more likely to judge a date by their food choices than their shoes, their car, or their income level. Interesting.
What?
Okay, well, let me ask you this. Let's say you go out to a nicer restaurant. And I mean, this is the guy's fault if he did this. He should have done some research beforehand. But you go out with a guy, and you go and you order drinks, and the waiter comes, and you give your order, and then he's like, "Is it okay if I order the chicken fingers from the kids' menu? Is that all right?" Like, you might order something fancy. You might be like, "I'll have the shrimp scampi," or I'll have the steak and potatoes, or the crab cakes, or whatever you're gonna order, and then he's like, "Can I just get like 2 sides of the mac and cheese? Thanks." Would that be weird to you? Would that turn you off a little bit?
It depends. Is he ordering that because he's so picky that he doesn't like anything else on the menu? Or is he just like, honestly, chicken fingers and fries sound good? Because another thing that I really don't think I couldn't date someone who's super duper picky. Like, a close friend of mine used to date a guy who was like insanely picky. And I was like, I wasn't even dating him and I was turned off by it. But if he was just like, chicken fingers sound really good right now, I think I'd be all about it. And I'd be like, can I have one?
One of my best friends, Scooter, extremely picky eating. Now he's gotten better over the years, but like him and I used to live together, and this is what he ate: chicken fingers, fried chicken, which is basically chicken fingers, but just with the bones. Chicken fingers, fried chicken, steak, crab legs, and soft pretzels. Those are the 5 things Scooter would eat. That's it. He didn't like. He's gotten better. He's gotten married since then, and his wife Meg has done a pretty good job of exposing him to new things. But the dude wouldn't try anything. But Scooter, we're gonna get sushi. Oh, I'm not doing that. Do they have chicken fingers there? No, Scooter, they don't have chicken fingers there. He did. Oh, he liked Pizza Hut pizza. That's it. Just Pizza Hut pizza, not any other type of pizza. Pizza Hut pizza.
You can't be picky. I mean, come on, it's pizza. How bad could it possibly be?
That's just what he went for. He went for Pizza Hut pizza all the time. There's a place right on 81. It's like a little like gas station that also has like a little Pizza Hut inside of it. And it was like 24 hours. So he would DJ at the clubs and drive all the way out to that gas station and get Pizza Hut pizza, then drive back to the apartment.
Wow. Okay, so then he's really picky.
He's gotten a lot better, but when someone talks about picky eating, he's the first person I go to, because this dude ate like 5 or 6 things, and that's it for years.
And you know what? I love Scooter. Like, we've golfed with Scooter. I've hung out with Scooter. But to me, that I don't like that. Like, I want someone who like is gonna eat with me, like eat everything except for, of course, raisins and lemon butter. Otherwise, let's eat everything.
What if could you date a guy who loved raisins?
I guess I could.
You never have to eat them. He never pressures you to eat them. He just, let's say he eats a box of raisins a week. He just loves them.
I just couldn't be around him while he was always eating them. And he'd have to be careful around the dogs because dogs can't have raisins. So that's another concern.
Very true. It's not that you don't like raisins. You're just looking out for your 4-legged family members. That's cool.
Exactly.
Not all heroes wear capes. Some just hate raisins. All right, coming up in just a couple of minutes, Steph is super excited about this. Not sure why, but she is.
It's the Puff and Steph Podcast.
Freisinger Hyundai, a refreshingly different car buying experience. Freisinger Hyundai dedicates itself to customer satisfaction. From the initial sale to the maintenance you'll need during the life of the vehicle, Freisinger Hyundai treats you like family. Check out their large selection of both the latest Hyundai lineup to certified pre-owned and used vehicles. Come see how Freisinger Hyundai drives the difference and tailors the purchase process to your needs. Right on the price, right on the pike. Freisinger Hyundai, 6115 Carlisle Pike, Mechanicsburg, 717-766-8422. During this time, many are out of work and struggling just to get by. It's good to know that your friends at Capital City Buy and Sell in Harrisburg have your back. If you're in need of extra help during the pandemic, you can pawn or sell unwanted or unneeded items that you may have laying around your house, including jewelry, electronics, tools, musical instruments, and a whole lot more. Capital City Buy and Sell is open 7 days a week, and they're always paying cash. Plus, they have low pawn interest and terms if you aren't quite ready to say goodbye to your item just yet. Capital City Buy and Sell, 3517 Walnut Street, Harrisburg. Online at harrisburgpapawn.com. Great news, everyone! American Shaman of PA's doors are back open for normal operations, and they're ready to bring you the much-needed relief that you've been waiting for. They care about their customers, and their customers keep coming back for more. Steve K says, American Shaman products drastically decrease my back pain and relieve my stress in just 1 month. Thank you. Stop by your local American Shaman of PA store for a free CBD sparkling water and free samples. Find their locations and more at hempushealth.com.
Do you love saving money but hate buying one of those coupon books filled with places you'll never go to? Well, here comes Quick Save Coupons to save the day. Quick Save Coupons is an app where you can find savings for restaurants, stores, and experiences that you will love. And here's the best part. It's free. No big coupon books to buy, no websites to give your information to. Quick Save Coupons will show you all of the savings in your area right on your phone. Just go to Google Play or the App Store and download the Quick Save Coupons app. Then start saving money on many of the places you already go to.
Now back to the Puff and Steph Podcast.
So, Steph, was it a couple of weeks ago, last week? I don't know. We talked about something. We've actually been talking about this. We brought it up a couple of times about something you own, and you've owned for years and years and years. And I just found out about this. I thought I knew everything about you. I just found out about this. But you own and still wear, couple nights a week, your retainer.
Every night. It's the longest relationship I've ever had with my retainers. We're going on oh my gosh. I probably got my braces off when I was 14 or 15. So we're going on 12 years together.
So it's in there. Shake it.
Here they are.
They are? You have multiple ones?
Well, there's one for the top and one for the bottom.
Okay. So, Steph, I made a joke about you wearing it on the show, and you were like, okay, but now the more you thought about it, you're super down.
I think it's funny because I talk really funny with them.
And what was it? Was it I think it was Friday night. Was it Friday night? Or I don't know, one of the nights this past weekend, I was like, you got your retainer in, and then you sent me a picture.
Yes, I did.
Of you with your retainer in. And I sent something back to you and you never responded to it. Do you remember?
Yeah, you said you need to send that to every guy that you date or something like that.
Yeah, I said, put your retainer in. This was like almost 1 a.m. this weekend. And there you are. So I've already seen what you look like. Gorgeous, by the way, with your retainers.
No, but thanks.
And I said that should be the first photo you send any guy. It's a solid first test.
That's right.
So
you did say that.
So if a guy's like, "Yo, send me a picture," and that's the first one you got to send. You got to send the retainer.
Oh my gosh!
And
no way!
Why?
He would ghost me. He would ghost me.
Then you know what? If he doesn't laugh, that's a funny thing. If he doesn't laugh, then you should not talk to him ever again.
No, that is true.
If I was talking to a girl, I'm like, hey, what are you doing? Oh, I'm hanging out at my house. Oh, really? Send me a pic. And you send that, I would die. I would be like, yes, I think I found the one. Oh my God, this is the most hilarious girl ever. That's what you should do. And if he can't take a joke and laugh at the situation, then you should run, because you want a guy that laughs at that and that can already laugh with you. Because I don't know, it puts yourself out there too. Like it's a good first test. That's just my opinion.
It is. No, actually, I have let's call it an irrational fear of when I start like dating somebody and get into a serious relationship, and when I'm like spending a lot of time with them and like, at night and stuff. And I'm like, what if I can't wear my retainers every night? Because I don't want to wear my retainers around somebody that I'm dating. And then it's going to freak me out if I'm not wearing them every night.
You need to find yourself a man you can wear your retainers around.
It's true.
That's what you need to find. All right, Steph, we've made people wait long enough.
All right, I'll put them in. I talk really funny with them.
Now you see, you love the idea until it happened, and now you're so like nervous about.
No, I just don't want to be seen.
You do talk funny. You can't.
I know.
Okay.
I know. Once in a while, I'll put them in, and then like when I'm getting ready for bed or whatever, and then I'll have a conversation with like my mom or something, and I'll be like, venting about something or whatever, and I'll like start getting all worked up, and I'm like, and I just sound so ridiculous. I can't take myself seriously.
Can you do me a favor every once in a while? Can you like put those in and either call me or send me a voice like message, just like saying good night or something?
Yeah, I can do that. It's bad.
All right, so we're going to just talk about a normal thing we talk about here. You just happen to have your retainer in.
Let's do it.
All right. Late night snacks. Are you a fan of late night snacks?
I am, although I've been trying to eat less of them in an effort to be healthier.
Well, if you're on the lookout for the perfect late night snack, researchers, Florida State University, say that cottage cheese before bed has a positive effect on the metabolism and overall health of the people eating it.
Yes, I love cottage cheese, and I always say that it doesn't get enough love. I always say that.
They said it helps promote muscle recovery and doesn't result in any body fat gains.
Wow, well, it's good protein.
That's what it says. They said if cottage cheese isn't exactly your snack of choice, the study says that any helping of 30 grams of protein about half an hour before going to bed should do the trick, but they say cottage cheese is the best of all of them.
That's right. I'm a big cottage cheese advocate.
Like, that's right.
I seriously, I could sit down and just eat cottage cheese for a meal. I eat it right out of the container. I love it.
Cool. All right. How about
do you love cottage cheese? Because I feel like nobody gives it the love it deserves.
I hate it. So my snack of choice instead of cottage cheese would be a Greek yogurt, probably.
Okay, I like yogurt too.
Yeah, so I just can't. It's the texture. I can't do the cottage cheese.
It's so the texture is a little weird, but the taste.
What's a little weird?
The texture. The texture is a little weird, but the taste, it makes up for it.
Nah. You know what? It's been years since I've had any, so maybe I would like it now. My wife likes it. She'll eat it, but it's just not been my thing. So maybe I have to give it a second chance, but I have a bad feeling about it.
Give it a second chance and make sure you get the large curd.
The large curd.
Yes, because I accidentally got the small curd the other day, and it was very soupy, and the texture was even worse. But the large curd is where it's at.
I can't take you seriously. All right. This was such a good / terrible idea. All right. All right. We both have a lot of years before we're really grumpy, according to a survey. Apparently, when you turn 52, that's the year that you begin to turn grumpy, when the grumpy old person.
Wow. 52 is not even old.
Yeah. They said, and they based on laughter, like how often do you laugh? The poll found those over 50 laughed far less than their younger counterparts and complained far more. Infants laughed up to 300 times a day. That figure had fallen to an average of 6 laughs by teenage years, has fallen by 6 laughs. And then when you get up to like closer to 60, you're like 2.5 laughs a day. Men were also found to be grumpier than women.
2.5 laughs a day? That sounds like a sad existence, honestly. Like, I feel like I laugh 2.5 times every like 10 minutes, like just in general.
Well, I think that if people just would watch this particular episode over and over again, this particular part, I don't think they'd have a problem. I think it all depends on who you're with. You know what I mean? Like if you're 52 and you're around someone who makes you laugh, maybe you're not as grumpy.
That's true. If you're with someone who makes you laugh, but honestly, like I'm thinking of all the people in my life I spend time with, and I can't think of a single person like, oh, well, I never laugh when I'm with them. Like, you just gotta laugh sometimes. Put your retainers in and just have a good old time.
Oh man. Okay. So we're done with this segment. Is this something you want to do more of? Putting your retainer in and talking?
I think it'd be funny if we talked about like yesterday we talked about that whole like, would you give your dog up for $1 million? And I got all worked up. I think it'd be funny if we talk about things that get me worked up because I can't be taken seriously. And if I'm like, I cannot believe these people, like I think it would be even funnier with retainer.
You just did an impression of yourself. With your retainer, never mind. Okay, Steph's gonna take her retainer out, and we're gonna come back in a second. I'm going to tell you what happened, and this was not planned. I just feel like it's the proper time to tell this story. I'm gonna tell you what happened to my retainers.
It's the Puff and Steph Podcast.
Freisinger Hyundai, a refreshingly different car buying experience. Freisinger Hyundai dedicates itself to customer satisfaction. From the initial sale to the maintenance you'll need during the life of the vehicle, Freisinger Hyundai treats you like family. Check out their large selection of both the latest Hyundai lineup to certified pre-owned and used vehicles. Come see how Freisinger Hyundai drives the difference and tailors the purchase process to your needs. Right on the price, right on the pike. Freisinger Hyundai, 6115 Carlisle Pike, Mechanicsburg, 717-766-8422. During this time, many are out of work and struggling just to get by. It's good to know that your friends at Capital City Buy and Sell in Harrisburg have your back. If you're in need of extra help during the pandemic, you can pawn or sell unwanted or unneeded items that you may have laying around your house, including jewelry, electronics, tools, musical instruments, and a whole lot more. Capital City Buy and Sell is open 7 days a week, and they're always paying cash. Plus, they have low pawn interest and terms if you aren't quite ready to say goodbye to your item just yet. Capital City Buy and Sell, 3517 Walnut Street, Harrisburg. Online at harrisburgpapawn.com. Great news, everyone! American Shaman of PA's doors are back open for normal operations, and they're ready to bring you the much-needed relief that you've been waiting for. They care about their customers, and their customers keep coming back for more. Steve K says, American Shaman products drastically decrease my back pain and relieve my stress in just 1 month. Thank you. Stop by your local American Shaman of PA store for a free CBD sparkling water and free samples. Find their locations and more at hempushealth.com.
Do you love saving money but hate buying one of those coupon books filled with places you'll never go to? Well, here comes Quick Save Coupons to save the day. Quick Save Coupons is an app where you can find savings for restaurants, stores, and experiences that you will love. And here's the best part. It's free. No big coupon books to buy, no websites to give your information to. Quick Save Coupons will show you all of the savings in your area right on your phone. Just go to Google Play or the App Store and download the Quick Save Coupons app. Then start saving money on many of the places you already go to.
Now back to the Puff and Steph Podcast.
So we just witnessed Steph doing an entire part of the podcast with her retainer in. She's 26 years old, still has her retainer from when she was a teenager. I commend you.
Every night, baby. Every night.
I commend you for wearing your retainer. I think that your fear of your teeth getting all crooked overnight is not necessarily a realistic one, but you know what? Whatever makes you comfortable and happy. That's fine.
It does. It makes me feel like productive.
Have you ever put it in your mouth and it was tight and you're like, wow, my teeth really shifted today?
Well, actually, probably like 2 years ago, I wasn't wearing them every night. I'd wear them like once every week or two, and I could feel it being tight then. And I would be like, crap, I need to wear these more. And that's, I think, why I started wearing them every night, and now they just fit perfectly all the time.
So when you got your braces off, did they say wear your retainer all the time or just at night?
So then they had told me that I should be wearing them all the time. I think it was for like a couple months, just because the braces had just come off. But I was never comfortable wearing them in public for obvious reasons that we just saw, Exhibit A. So I only wore them at night. And then they said, like, after that point, they said for the rest of your life, you're supposed to wear them like once a week at night.
Well, I was the same way, had braces when I was a teenager, and then I got a retainer. I lost my first one because I would wear it to school and I would take it out, put it on my lunch tray, eat my lunch, and then throw out my lunch tray. So I lost my first retainer.
No, they're expensive too. So you threw it out after lunch.
Wasn't even thinking about it. Hold on.
Oh my God.
Hold on. So my parents, being the awesome people they are, took me back to the dentist and we ordered a new one. We got a new retainer. And I was like, I will never, ever, ever throw it out again in the lunchroom. So probably 2 months after I got it, my dad, my brother, and myself had hockey, and then we went to one of our favorite places to go after hockey at this particular area, the OCB, Old Country Buffet. What up? Well, we're driving home from OCB, and I go, Dad, I think I left my retainer at OCB.
No, this is the second retainer.
Second retainer. Dad slams on the brakes, pulls a Yui, drives back to the OCB. It's closing time. Okay. Knocks on their door. The door's locked. They're like, can we help you? And he's like, listen, my son left his retainer on one of the trays. Thinks he threw it out. Can we look through your garbage? Could you imagine what the garbage looks like in an Old Country Buffet?
I don't even want to know.
They're like, listen, we can't let you look through the garbage. We will look through the garbage for you.
Oh, okay. Works for me.
And now, mind you, I was 13, 14 at this point. Maybe even younger than that. I was like, oh, wow, that's really nice of them. Not till you're an adult where you really understand the magnitude of what Old Country Buffet's garbage would look like at closing all day. Everyone throwing out half their plates of food over and over and over again. Hundreds, maybe thousands of plates of food being thrown out, and you're looking through them looking for some kid's retainer.
Right. You're looking through a bunch of gross stuff for a gross item that belongs in somebody's mouth.
They didn't find it, but we waited and they looked for like an hour. Like I don't know where those people are. They probably aren't listening, but if you are, much appreciated, especially years later. It's okay you didn't find it.
So they did find it.
No, they didn't find it.
Oh.
No.
I thought you said they did.
No, they didn't find it. Much appreciated them looking. My parents never bought me another retainer.
They were like, this is it. You already lost two of them.
Now, luckily, I have pretty straight teeth. Luckily, my teeth have not grown back to the way they were. I don't have the issues. So I'm just telling you, you're probably okay if you miss a night or two. I've missed a couple of decades now.
I'm not going to take a chance.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do, and I'm going to do what I'm going to do. I can't get another retainer because I'm just going to end up leaving it at a Chinese buffet this time or something.
Right. You'll leave it at a buffet. Well, yeah, I mean, that's another reason why I didn't really wear them in public, like because I was always afraid of throwing them out or losing them.
So that's my retainer story. I feel like we've all grown as friends and people today. We
We really have.
Yeah.
I feel good about it.
Let's stump Steph here. 86% of Americans 86% of American women do this every day. Only 75% of men do this every day.
So more women than men, they both do it. Do this every day?
Every day.
Is it hygiene related?
Yeah.
Clipping their fingernails?
Nope. Do you clip your fingernails every day?
No, but like twice a week. I keep mine really short. But it is hygiene. Is it showering?
No.
Okay, good. Does it have to do with like keeping yourself like looking
Nope.
good?
Nope. It's not. It has really nothing to do with your looks.
You do it at home?
Yep.
In the bathroom?
Some people do it in the bathroom. Some people do it in the bedroom. Depends where you keep this item.
It's not shaving, is it?
Nope. Do you know many people that shave in the bedroom?
No, I guess not. But I know that men sometimes like trim real quick and it's not like a huge thing. It's something else, hygiene related. How often do you do it?
I do it every day. I have to.
What?
Not just for myself, but for other people's sake.
Oh, wearing deodorant.
Yep.
Is it really?
Yep.
Okay. I would love to hear from the people who don't do that every day because we need to have a little chit chat. Something's wrong.
All right, so we have time for one more. Do you want number 2 or number 3? I got 2 left here. You pick.
Number 3.
Okay. 4 times as... Oh, this one was kind of shocking to me. 4 times as many men get in trouble for this as women. What is it? I always thought women were guilty of this too. Maybe not equivalent to men, but I wouldn't guess that men were 4 times as guilty as women at doing this. Maybe women are better at it. Maybe women are better at not getting caught.
That's true. Is it illegal?
Yes.
Does it have to do with a vehicle?
Nope.
Does it have to do with drugs and alcohol?
Nope.
Does it have to do with like stealing?
Yes, particular type of stealing.
Ooh, identity theft.
No.
Ooh, identity fraud.
I would have given it to you if it was identity anything. I'm very lenient with these answers. Identity theft, no. Oh, my fault, identity fraud. No. I just can't. I'm going. I was about to say I'm going home, but I am home. All right.
You're already there.
Yeah.
So it's stealing something.
Yes.
It's a specific item?
No, it's more like the crime they would be charged with, or what people call it. Okay, so what do you think women would do more than men in terms of stealing, even though it's not the case? In my case, it wouldn't have shocked me if they told me women did this more than men, but apparently men do it more. I was a little shocked.
Oh, is it when you steal those mini shampoo and conditioner bottles from hotels?
You're not getting in trouble for that. That's not stealing. They're literally yours. They don't reuse those. They're not like, oh good, this person only used half this shampoo bottle, so we're gonna leave this in here for the next person. That's not stealing.
I always felt like a little wild when I did that.
It does not shock me at all. It does not shock me.
So it's a certain
type of crime.
Do you get in like big trouble for it?
Depends how many times you've done it, I think, and it depends on what you take. Because there's many things. You could take something small or something big, but it depends on what you take.
Is it a certain place you're stealing from?
Store. There's a word for it.
Shoplifting.
Yes.
I couldn't think of the word.
Good job. It is shoplifting, which I am a little shocked that men do it 4 times more than women. Maybe women are just better at it.
You know what? I gotta be honest. That doesn't surprise me.
Really?
I'm not saying like more men are criminals, but like,
Yeah, you are.
it doesn't surprise me. Kind of, yeah.
No. All right. Well, we learned a lot today. We grew as people. We're closer. We saw Steph in a very vulnerable spot. And I'm sure we'll do it again soon. We will see you guys tomorrow. Enjoy your Wednesday. Bye.
It's the Puff and Steph Podcast.